How what's up, y'all? It's Poppin' It's D. About to react to this vid by Honest. It's titled Nicki released the worst diss track. Oop. Okay, we're gonna hear what he has to say. Also, Charlemagne has spoken on it as well, so I'm also gonna play a short clip of his response to the diss track. I have already reacted to Bigfoot on my Patreon. We have been over there discussing, so that's been interesting. But yes, let's hear what he has to say. Let's watch.
Nicki Minaj just released one of the worst diss tracks ever.
Damn.
And granted, that has been said about a lot of diss songs. But in this scenario, I think it's very highly agreeable. I'm not even joking or over-exaggerating. It's quite possibly the worst diss track ever released by an A-list artist
I really like this artwork
that I've heard during my lifetime. As many of you know, for the past few days, Nicki has been going on intense social media rants, slandering Megan Thee Stallion, ranging from slut-shaming, which is ironic coming from someone named Nicki Minaj, but that's a story for another day. The insults also included Megan's career, her deceased mother, and her being shot. She did everything from tweets to podcasts to Instagram lives, all surrounding Megan Thee Stallion, which gave many online users and even fans fatigue. The so-called Queen of Rap airing her grievances on every platform besides the one that rappers have traditionally done, which is a song, a diss track. I think it's important to mention that in Megan Thee Stallion's song, His, Megan did not even say a name. She simply mentioned Megan's Law, which would ultimately be categorized as a subliminal diss. But this one line sent Nicki spiraling, even going as far to admit that she had 5 songs lined up for Megan Thee Stallion in her vault, a beef she had very clearly anticipated, and only seemed to get more aggravated and angry the more Megan did not respond on social media. Which is funny because Nicki has a history of using this exact tactic. Many times, particularly in the beginning stages of her career, she would diss but never say names, even outright denying that playing diss tracks such as Roman's Revenge was a diss towards Lil' Kim, until ultimately admitting it over a decade later. Nicki also got upset that people branded Bigfoot, the song about Megan, as a diss track, although it is a diss track in every sense of the word and tradition. By hearing the end product, it's easy to see why she was hesitant to call it a diss track. It's a bad one. It's not coherent, it's not tough, it doesn't exude raw, powerful conflict, it's gimmicky, unfocused, and truly all over the place. Like, it is just a messy effort of a song. And more than anything, Nicki recycles every single thing she said in her tweets over the past few days into very bad song form. It's as if she premeditated her tweets, or either thought her rants were so genius she had to put them in song form. But instead of a great song, the song comes across the exact way it did on Twitter. Completely unhinged. And not in a thrilling, strangely alluring, and admirable way, which she has been so good at in the past. But in a "this is so shockingly bad, I could not believe someone of her stature and experience released this type of song. Even the beat sounds wonky and cheap, and lacks any sort of punch. In Nicki's flows, one thing that she usually excels at is all over the place, and even off beat at times. Then by the end of the song, she makes chants about Megan's deceased mother, before it turns into a rant-filled ASMR audio. There are several points throughout this song which legitimately made me question if Nicki was even in her right frame of mind while recording this. It's not her normal animation tactics or playfulness. It sounds like someone going through some type of episode, especially the whispery rant towards the end. It is truly bizarre, and for that matter, bad. The lyrical content isn't even worth dissecting. It is verbatim most of her tweets over the past few days. This might be one of the weirdest incidents in music history where someone may come out on top of a musical beat by simply saying one line, not responding, and moreover, not even saying a name. I think if anything, this song proved that Nicki needs to get back on her good foot, because this song was not it. And ultimately, I think goes down as one of the worst songs she has ever released, if not the worst.
Okay.
Person who was very outspoken about how they felt about this diss track was Charlemagne. Take a listen.
She got around her, but there's absolutely no reason that should have left the studio. I'm glad 72 hours all weekend, Nicki just has been talking about her on social media. And a lot of the bars that, may have made me been like, oh shoot, she already tweeted it. Once I heard it in the song, I already saw it on social media, so it ain't hit the same. The Bigfoot line on IG Live, it didn't hit the same because I heard it on IG Live. And I know we say all is fair in love and rap battles, but man, hearing Nicki keep talking about Megan's deceased mother, that ain't it.
And this is how fans responded to what Charlemagne...
I agree with that last part, especially because she has a deceased parent. It's just a very weird thing to taunt someone over, and people are like, no, she's just saying what Party said. He said that she lied on her dead mom. Let's not play dumb. The way that she's chanting, your dead mama, your dead mama, you're clearly taunting this woman and rubbing in her face that her mom is dead. Just from you saying dead alone. You keep saying that. We know her mom is dead. You keep, dead mama, it's your dead mama. And you said this about your dead mama. Like, come on. Come on. I've already given my thoughts about the song specifically, but just to touch more on a few points because the Barbs are coping. I'm seeing a lot of, talk of what the Barbs are saying as far as like, oh, she not even serious, which I find to be a really funny rebuttal because they know that it's not the greatest. I feel like a lot of them are trying to justify why it's not great by saying, "Oh, this isn't serious. She's just putting this out. This is to bait Megan." What rapper do you know throws out a fucking prequel to their diss track? So this is the pre-diss track before the diss track. What sense does that make? And that's a very stupid move on her part if that's her plan, because at that point, it's going to be way past overkill. It's already overkill now, and people are over it. A lot of people are turning against Nicki. Like I said on my Patreon, I feel like she's igniting the hate train 2.0 because a lot of people are looking at her really sideways because she went on, this rage on fucking social media for 3 days straight. Well, she's still going now, I hear. And she's constantly talking about this woman. She looks crazy. So a lot of people are witnessing that. They're like, what the hell is she doing? And then you drop a whole diss track dedicated to this woman. It's like, all right, like it's giving upset. You're doing a lot. She drops another diss track. It's going to be like, all right, bitch, you done officially lost your mind. Go check yourself into a mental hospital. We done with you. You feel me? So people are not going to be as receptive to the second diss track. That's very stupid to drop this one just as bait. And what if Megan never responds? Which I feel like that would be the smart thing for Megan to do. If she doesn't say anything at all, that would be the best move because Nicki is hanging herself. So if Meg was smart, she would sit back and be like, okay, let me let her, self-sabotage. Because a lot of people are pointing out that they don't like this song. Other than the Barbs, everybody else is saying that this shit is not good. Everybody's like, this is not what you thought it was. Like, this is what you dropped. Like Meg's line, that one line that she dropped at you was way better than this whole diss track. So a lot of people are already like kind of against her in that sense. So what sense would that make for her to drop some more diss tracks? It's going to be like, okay, like, girl, we tuning you out at this point. This is embarrassing. You fucked up your legacy. Bye. You let this new up and coming chick in the game like embarrass you pretty much. I don't call her new and upcoming. She's been in the industry for a few years now, but she's definitely new, in comparison to Nicki. So yeah, she looks insane. And what rapper plays around and trolls first with a semi diss track and then comes back harder with better work? That doesn't make any fucking sense. You come with your hardest hitting shit right off the bat. And then, of course, if you have other diss tracks down the line, then sure, you drop those and you give it your all. But you don't come in first and play around and troll. What sense does that make? This is your art. You don't want to play with that and make it seem like, oh, you're not as good as you actually are. Like, what do y'all be talking about? Barbs, wake up. I feel like some of y'all are in a fucking trance. Snap the fuck out of it. Because y'all just be saying anything. And it's like, what? Where is the logic, child? I don't understand, but okay, I guess if that helps y'all cope better, I don't know what's happening with y'all, but okay. But like I said, even if she comes back with a hard-hitting diss track, it's not going to hit as hard because she's already done too much. She's been raging on Twitter for days. She was on Instagram Live. She was on Queen Radio. She's dropped this diss track. Then you're going to drop another diss track. People are not going to be receptive to it. They're going to be like, you're off in the head. You're weird. What the fuck is this? You're clearly super pressed. We're over it. So you kind of fucked up. So now everybody is looking at you sideways and looking at you like you need to check into a mental hospital. And all this is doing is giving Meg more ammo. She's sitting back like, oh, bet. More lines. Oh, then drove this bitch crazy with one line. Had her raging on social media. Like, what? You giving her ammo at this point. More shit to talk about. And she might just casually diss you in her upcoming songs or her new album. And again, that would be a big W because it's like, she's coming across like she's not pressed. The person who's loud and going crazy and triggered, you always lose. Like the person who is chill about it and they just like, anyway, They always take the W because you look so triggered and so pressed by everything. And she's just sitting back chilling. People say she had parties twerking, apparently. Like she's chilling and you losing your mind. It's so obvious. People want to act like, oh, she just animated, ha. She's just joking, ha. That's just her being herself. Again, snap out of it, y'all. Y'all don't see this as crazy behavior. If you don't see this as crazy behavior, then maybe that's because you crazy. And crazy don't really recognize other crazy. Y'all think that shit is normal because you crazy. So I will get that checked out. I don't know. Anyway, yes, I already got my thoughts on the actual song, like I said, but these are my thoughts. People coping about what's taking place. But I wish everyone well because, Lord. Y'all let me know what y'all think, though. Let me know what other videos you want to watch, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!